Hmm.
Well, hello.
Michelle, what's going on?
I'm okay. I really I don't something's going on with my voice and I forget about it because it doesn't, and my throat isn't sore or anything like that. I don't think about it until I start talking, and I was like, oh, but other than that, I'm doing fine. How was your
Well, let me
Friday?
tell you what just happened.
What?
I was like, ooh, who? Your voice was some sexy.
I'm giving sultry today.
I
Oh my god.
want, am I on a delay or something?
It doesn't seem like it. Your voice isn't, but your picture is like delayed to me. I don't know.
Okay, okay. Well, let's get through this. Hopefully,
Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the I think we stopped at episode 2. So we're gonna look at episode 3 through 5, like the remaining episodes of Traitors that were out there that we haven't reviewed and what's been released. They released 2 new episodes yesterday, and so we'll talk about all of that. But I want to ask you if you were on the like, would you do a show like Traitors in general? Was that something you'd be interested
I
in?
would do traders because traders is like what, a week, 2 weeks, something like that. Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, it's short. And then, I mean, some of the it seems like their accommodations are nice. Like they're not out in the woods like
Hmm.
Survivor. They're
Hmm.
not all in the same house, one bathroom like Big Brother. So the accommodations seem nice. Um, but would you
The
want to be
only
a
thing I don't like
mhm.
is not having access to their rooms because it doesn't seem like they have access to the rooms unless they have to change.
I feel
That's the
like, I
first
mean,
one.
this is, I don't know exactly. We probably could Google or find out, but I feel like the castle is a set. And when they
Hmm.
go to their rooms, they just walk upstairs and then they leave and go to the hotel or whatever combinations they have. Because I don't think they're living in the, I don't know, for some reason, I don't feel like they're living in the castle. Because I would be, my ear would be to the door and be like, I heard that door open across the hall and I know that's where so and so is staying. I don't
Well, they say the rooms are soundproof.
Oh, okay. Okay. So maybe they are there. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Now, would you be a faithful or would you want to be a traitor
I
if
would
you were
want to be a trader.
you would.
Yeah, they would probably kill me quick, but I want to be a trader. I want to kill, baby. I want.
So I know when I play Mafia, usually I play with people I know. And so if I'm in the Mafia, I'm voted out like one of the first 2 people or whatever. But what
Because
I
you
like,
can't wink.
no, that Mafia isn't winking.
Oh, which one is that? Which one is the
Oh,
winking?
Killer is winking.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
because that's what we used to play.
yeah. But for Mafia, what I like to do is play around and get killed and watch how other people play. And then come back in the second round. You can't do this on Traitors, but come back in the second round and then I can perform better because I've seen other people's how they react. But in any case, just a little wanted to know because I was just like, I wonder if he want to be a traitor or a faithful if he's on the show.
I want to be all up in the mix. I want to know what's going on. I need to know, and
Yeah,
I feel like if I'm the trader, like there's an incentive for all the other traders to tell everything that they know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
Okay. So when we left off, I think we left off when Rob C was eliminated. We had talked, I think we talked about that. And we didn't know who the secret trader was at this point. And so they end up having right after breakfast, they had the round table. And so everybody was shocked when they had that round table. So they had to quickly come up and decide who to vote out. And so Ron, of course, was still one of the top people that people were considering. Michael, of course, and then Donna. And so once they got in there, long story short, they did their um, whatever. Um, I'm missing the word, but anyway, Donna was eliminated or voted out, killed, whatever the case may be.
Banished. She was
Banished. Thank
banished.
you. And that's when we found out that she was the secret traitor.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't directly talk about it last week, but we talked about like if we were shocked or what we thought of whatever. But I think I wasn't totally shocked. But you know, future, what is that?
Not certain.
Okay. But I feel like if she, do you think she could have played better as the secret traitor?
So here's the thing. So if you're a secret traitor, number one, you don't know who the other traitors are,
That's hard, yeah.
and you don't know if you're potentially killing them. However, the people that you nominate can sort of give you a hint of who your fellow traitors are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she might have had somewhat of an idea. All she had to do was get through that round. If she got through that round, she would have been a traitor herself. But I think her job was difficult. I think her job was difficult because of her personality. I think if she had a different personality, for instance, if she had your personality, I think she would have fared well.
I do. I think her personality, and people don't really know her. So like with the housewives and with some of the actors, people are familiar enough with them to just have some level of
familiarity.
Yeah. And she didn't have that. So it was a lot of working against her. But in any case, she's gone now. So we don't know how she would have played. Now, they had this mission. This mission I thought was kind of funny. This was the one where they had to find somebody that they trusted enough with their life. And they were paired up where they were in cages, or they were basically cages. And your partner had to go find skulls, 10 of them, come back and stack them within a certain time frame. And so if they did not do that, you were up for elimination. And I don't know, it was just so funny. Well, the people that were funny to me were what's the guy that was still out there after the whole
I don't know his name, but hold on, let me find these pictures.
The skating star. Oh my God. He was, I'm just like, did he know? He wasn't even trying. And his partner, I think Eric, was like yelling his name, and Johnny, yes, Johnny. Oh my gosh, Johnny was out there, and then people who were trying to stack and just couldn't get it. Colton, I think
yeah.
Oh, hands was shaky. He just could not get it together. But any case, they ended up with Ron, Lisa Rinna, Kristen, Eric, and Carolyn were the ones that were left in the what?
No, I'm reading a comment. Please go. Please continue.
Were left, and from there they had to decide who to eliminate, and those that were up for elimination were going to be tied to trees and killed face to face. And so the way they did, I don't know where they put them in the woods, but the traitors all came there and walked around them, and they all pleaded their case with the traitors, except for Ron. He was just like, kill me, you better kill me, show me your faces. He has a little list. And so at this point, we didn't know who they had killed until breakfast in the morning. So when they had breakfast that next morning, it might have been the next episode too, they were all coming in. So as each person came in, they were asking what happened to try to see if there were some inconsistencies with the stories. And so Ron came in first, told his version of the story. They didn't have anybody to compare it to. And then I think Lisa was next. And I don't know tell me your thoughts about her explanation, but she's a dramatic person already, I'm hearing, but her telling of the story was very specific, very detailed, and very dramatic. But what did you think about, I mean, it was edited, but what did you think about her version of the story?
Well, they said it themselves. She gave the most amount of details out of everyone. So to be put in that particular situation and to be blindsided, like not know that was coming. Mm-hmm. I think she did a really good job considering her personality. If it had been my personality and I started doing all that, you would be like, traitor.
Oh my God. So I mean, yes, she was over the top, but she did give her a chance to pause. Remember when they asked the question, she was like, wait a minute, let me get some tea or something. And so she can at least get her thoughts together. And luckily, I mean, she was out there, but I don't think they saw the whole tying up process. So I think she may have got lucky on that, or maybe she didn't know how they all got tied up.
I think it was just kind of like common sense. Like, how else did they get up there?
Yeah.
Who else would have helped? They've probably seen different parts of production already, and she probably knew that those people helped and all that other stuff. So I think that was wise on her part to say what she said.
Okay. And the other people came in and they kind of gave their stories. It was all similar. I think the only people they were questioning Lisa a little bit. I think she said something about an axe, and Ron didn't mention an axe, but the other people did. So that kind of waved that away. So anyway, at this point, Colton, he may have hinted before, but he's targeting Tiffany, and Tiffany is targeting Jam Jam, Michael, and Ron, and they're both very strong in their stances. Now, Tiffany's her thoughts with Michael is kind of keep your enemies close. So she's like trying to form a bond, a relationship with him because she really feels like he's a traitor. And if they're close, he won't vote her off. What do you think about that strategy? Like staying close to a traitor?
It's wise. It's not the first time that I've seen it on this particular show. I think what kind of did her in was the fact that she didn't get a chance to kind of expose her plan. I think if she had worked her plan, I think her plan would have worked had Colton not been so gung ho. Like, why? Just because. Okay, so first off, have we ever seen a season where a traitor was actively working to get rid of someone? No, we've never seen that. Yeah. So why then would he think that unless he himself was, meaning Colton, he was threatened by Tiffany, thinking that Tiffany would have stolen his limelight. So I think it was his pride that was at work in that particular moment.
I think so too. And I know, CBS got in trouble for this, but I'm like, wow, the black people up for elimination already.
Okay, I was going to talk about this.
Oh my gosh. So that's a thing that happened with other shows, but CBS put a larger amount of diversity on their shows, so it wouldn't be that way. And it could be. Now, I will say Ron, I didn't feel that way necessarily about Ron because, just the way he's playing the game. It's just
kind of played out.
Yeah. But Tiffany just came out of nowhere. I'm just like, nobody was targeting her. She didn't do anything suspicious. But I think we working through this. But what's the little guy, Eric, who was previously tied to the tree, claimed he heard some footsteps. So
a laughter. He heard the laughter.
Yeah, he heard laugh. Sorry, Ron heard the light footsteps.
The light footsteps, and a heavy one. Which was like, what?
And he was wrong. And it's almost like they all are so strong and wrong. But I mean, it's only 3 traitors and there's so many of them. So and then he, is a musical talent, and he heard
Wait, it was that moment when Rob was just like, I know he has a good ear. He has a good ear. So you're a traitor, and you know good and goddamn well. Right. So in that moment, what he was doing was clowning your boy. Like,
oh my gosh. So he heard a laugh, and 99% sure that it was Tiffany. And so that, I think Colton alone probably couldn't have got it, but this guy doesn't hardly say anything, and
yeah.
Adding into his, tone and music and, whatever. And I don't know if the traitors laughed or not. I can see like Candace snickling or something, but hopefully they were careful enough not to do that. But in any case, it ended up getting Tiffany voted out. And I loved her speech. I think I got part of it. What did she say? She's proud of the way she played the game. And you all should be proud of yourselves too, because you have proved you get what you deserve, because I'm a faithful. Yes, I meant to get a clip of that for our clip of the week, but I didn't get a chance to do that. But she left out nice. She had gave a little good exit speech. So I enjoyed that. What else was I going to say about that episode? Oh, when they had the mission with the spears, when they had to like call out a name and poke in the spears, and I forgot who did Tiffany first, and she was like, "I know they did." Like,
she got Black Queen. There you go.
Oh my gosh, that! And then I had a question for the roll with it or roll out. Did you cry after being put up for murder? Because Jam Jam was really crying. I'm like, brother, do you really need the money too? Because it's a game. It's a game. You won Survivor. You should at least have a little change in the bank.
There's too much estrogen around that table. It's just too much.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, not you crying. But another thing that happened was, unfortunately, Monet brought up Lisa's name. And he only brought it up to Candace because he trusted her. And Candace is a traitor. And so she's trying to look out for the traitors, even though she loves Monet, whatever. She's, looking out for the traitors. And so she told Lisa that, and Monet was one of the people up for elimination. And unfortunately, I was sad. I was shocked and sad when Monet was eliminated. Not that he was like the best strategist or anything, but I like entertaining people. And he was very entertaining. And so it was kind of sad to see him.
Yeah. Plus, it was really nice to see him wearing his tight little track suit, running up, trying to find them skulls. I was like, look at his shape. Look at his shape.
I missed that. I missed that. But I'm glad you caught it. I have to go back and look. But yeah. So it was, I was sad because I liked him or whatever. But you gotta watch out who you're talking to. So in one of last night's episodes, they had I don't know, they got into this fountain and they had to find some type of coins and then go and find a statue and bring it back and make sure they were all in place. The thing was, when you got the statue, there were shields. And so some had one shield, some had multiple shields in there. And if nobody took a shield, nobody was up for elimination. If just one person took a shield, then it, all hands on deck, people are up. And so we don't know yet if somebody took a shield or not, because that was kind of like the cliffhanger. But they still had the round table for that night. And so at this point, Colton, okay.
Baby, hold up. Before you go into it, this is what I want to say. I thought the drama would have come from the housewives. It's not. It's coming from just about everyone else. These round tables have been some of the best round tables I have ever seen.
Oh,
I mean, like they're going in. It's like all kinds of issues keep coming up, and I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah. Sorry, this got pulp. And I don't usually like pulpy orange juice, but that's what all that stuff is. Anyway. But yeah, these are juicy round tables. So Colton, everybody, to me, it's what I thought was interesting was when Ron was wrong about his vote. All of a sudden, Ron was a traitor. When he was pushing for Portia and Portia wasn't the person. Colton did the same thing with Tiffany. However, that's okay. We can't get them all right. I'm just like,
This is the difference.
Okay.
I'm going to say it. You might not agree. Ron, fat man, unattractive, quiet. Colton, attractive, might be gay, but he ain't quiet. People automatically are going to trust Colton over Ron. It's just how it is.
I think it is personality. I will say I don't think Ron is unattractive, but I will say he is fat and he is I can't talk about that. But he is. It is personality. I will say that's part of it too, because his personality is so quiet. They do show him talking, but just hearing other people describe him, he's seems like he's quiet and observant, and then kind of comes out at the round table. So yeah, that may have something to do with it. But now he's targeting Michael. But Michael isn't, he's not leaving quietly. So he's like going back and forth, running around the house, like talking about,
which I love. I love.
it was so much drama. That's why I was like, are they gonna get rid of Michael? Because he is bringing the drama, like he is earning whatever paycheck they're giving him.
He needs to be on the Housewives.
He really
does.
He really does. Like, yes. Bring him in as a friend.
Real Housewives +1 of LA.
Yeah. So
he said, I feel like there's a housewives inside of me that's trying to get out.
I missed that. He said that in this episode?
Episode 1. Episode 1.
Okay. I do remember him saying something like, I should be a housewife or something like that to that effect. But yeah, so he is cutting up and they get to the round table and the mess commences. And he says in his speech, as he's going to, hello, Helene, I think it is. Hello. As he's discussing, he says, and you're the best one, something to the, I'm not quoting exactly, but, and you're the best one to keep secrets around here, something like that. Now, when he said that, I did not think it was about him being gay for 29 years. You thought it? Okay.
Immediately.
Okay.
My mouth was just like,
oh.
However, I do believe that wasn't what he meant, but that was the first thing I thought.
Okay. Because now I will say, depending on what you are. So if I'm Black and somebody say something, and I'm gonna hear the racism in it first. And so that's what I wanted to ask you too, because I'm just like, I did not get that, but apparently around the table, people thought it. And I feel like Colton, he may or may not have believed that, but he was like, there it is. And that was his end to, after he said that, it was really over for Michael. It probably was over before, but after he said that, all them gay people at that table.
And the housewives too, because the housewives, except for Candace.
That's true. She stood strong.
She
voting for that Black man. But I think she really felt like people may, I think she's playing her traitor role where she was just like, I'm sticking with who I really think it is, and yeah. But long story short, Michael was voted out, and at that point, I think he had gotten on everybody's nerves so much they didn't care if he was a faithful or not. They were just like,
they did not.
There were no shocked faces when he said he was a faithful. People was just like, see you never, or whatever. So,
you guys to go.
So I will miss.
No, you will miss
that drama.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So okay, so I had you gave me a slight segue. Which one of the Traitors is playing the best game so far?
Bring them up again.
So Lisa, Candace, and Rob.
Traitors. Sorry, I thought you meant. So I actually think now. I think I said Rob last week, but I think Candace is actually playing a really good game because nobody has brought her name up at all. Like some people, I think Michael may have mentioned like it's one of the strong guys. It's one of the big guys. So it's like Rob has been mentioned. Lisa, I don't think we talked about it, but Lisa, she's not playing the role as well because you have to keep whatever your personality is going and act really mentally play like you're a faithful. So I think Candace and Rob are doing that. They're living like faithfuls. They're just like bringing up people's names or chiming in and stuff. And it seems like Lisa maybe just sitting back listening, which is not typically her character, especially at the round table.
Personality, yeah.
But right this week, at least from what I've seen so far, I would give Candace as playing the best game, and then Rob, and then Lisa.
I agree with you. I agree with your assessment. 100%. 100%. And I also, so last week to me, Rob was playing the best game. Now, the only reason I think you and I are saying that about Rob is because of what Michael said. Now, we've got to understand who Michael is.
Yeah.
Did they discount what he said?
Right.
9
right.
times out of 10, they discounted what he said.
Yeah, because nobody else has brought his name up. Now, I was a little worried about him because Colton brought up Lisa and brought up very good points, which we mentioned just a few minutes ago about how, it's like, how's her personality normally and, how she's acting. Now, in his diary, I was worried that Rob was going to just protect Colton and not mention it to the traitors because, yeah, so I'm just like, oh my gosh. So, but he did mention it to them. So at least he's on their radar. Now, I don't think Lisa is going to let him slide. The only thing is Colton could be a shield for them because some people are thinking that he is a traitor. So do we get rid of him? But Colton has been very convincing in that house. And the people that he want out, they've been out. Because I think I even went back and watched the first episode and I didn't realize how vocal he was with that one. Is he wanted Donna, but I think he switched to, did he switch to Portia? I can't remember.
Yes, he did.
He was vocal.
He did.
And I didn't realize how vocal he was. So it's like, yes, he's a shield, but you want a shield that's not as hello. Oh, how do you say that?
Yes, how do you pronounce it?
Gato Mamado. I don't know. I know gato is cat in Spanish. I'm on a 400-day streak on Duolingo. And I just still know little words. It's sad. But in case. Yeah, you want to keep, it's like, it's a thing. But I if I was a traitor, I would get rid of Colton because Ron is still there as a shield and, other people could come up.
So hold up. I want you to watch this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I just want to know how savory it is to you.
Did you find a clip of him bouncing in the woods? Well, let me see what you have.
This shit ain't even playing.
I'm not playing.
It ain't even playing. Oh well. It was an image of Rob wearing his overalls.
Oh, wait a minute, because Johnny was
video,
like,
really.
That man is so, oh my gosh, I can't stand it. Oh my gosh. Yes. I think I mentioned this last week, but I know Rob from Love Island, but he was not he wasn't somebody I had my eye on because everybody, I mean, it was, everybody looked good on Love Island, where now he stands out. And I think I mentioned too, Colton was, when I saw him on the Bachelor kissing all them women or whatever, he was super straight. Like, to me, he's even coming to himself where he's, where he was like, I had no idea. Like some people come out and you're like, yeah, about time. But with him, I was just like, oh, yeah, okay. But yeah, so he's living his life. But yeah, any other thoughts on the episode or things I didn't bring up that, I wanted to do? I think I had a couple of, I already did one, but roll with it or roll out. I think I said that.
Did you? Oh, I don't know if you did.
Well, I didn't officially do it. I just had it and I asked you if you would cry after being put up. Because Jam after the he really was like, because he was the last one. And they were trying to decide, and everybody was there. That's the worst part. Everybody was there because it was no more spirits left. But anyway, this one, roll with it or roll out. Would you make a big move at this point of the game as a faithful?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I agree. I would not either. Only because to me, like, you kind of lay low, but you want to do enough so that people know that you're playing, but not, you can agree, disagree, things like that, but not, when I tell you Colton is making those big moves, I can't imagine him staying long.
He won't stay long. Which is, so it would not surprise me if he and the rest of the members of his team had taken a shield. It would not surprise me because he knows as well as everybody else that was on his team that he's going to be up. And the question is whether or not they want to take a shot at him. Because if I were on his team, I would be like, no. If I wanted to take a shot, I'd be like, no, let's not take a shield. However, if I felt that he was doing my work, like the work that I wanted him to do, I'd be like, like, no, we need to save you, because keeping him is a shield. Well, it could be a shield for you, or it might put you higher on the list. It's a gamble. Shit.
And I wonder if it will eventually, because I think he's connected with Rob and Eric. Like, to me, they're a group, and at least the way I'm seeing it, because they're together a lot. So I don't know.
A lot.
Yeah. So we'll see. The other one, this one, roll with it or roll out. That particular challenge, you're faithful. Would you take a shield or not, if knowing that it will save you, however everybody else would be at risk?
Ooh, gamble. Here's two. I am of two minds, and this is why. I don't know what other people would have done, so that would make me want to take the shield. However, I also know that it makes sense for no one to have a shield. Therefore, we get an extra day. So it's a gamble. It's a gamble.
Yeah. Because you don't know what people are
doing. And at the same time, there's no, like, if I'm a traitor, I would want people to take a shield. So who's to say that a traitor didn't steal a shield later and nobody even knows that they took a shield?
Yeah, that's true too. So that's what they left us with. So we don't know what what's coming on the next episode. We have to wait until next Thursday where they release. Seems like they're releasing 2 a week. So we'll see.
So at the end of that particular episode, Rob goes back and he tells Lisa that who was it that said her name? God dog it.
Colton. Colton.
Oh yeah. So do you think that they're gonna take that shot?
That's the thing. With Monet mentioning her name, they took that shot. Colton mentioned it in front of so Colton Monet only said it to Candace. Colton said it in a group of people, had them thinking about it, discussing, and it was a majority of people. It was at least 5 or 6 people in that room. And so the only thing is, if they take the shot and Colton dies, they know that somebody in that room had to be a traitor. So
and not just that, but Lisa has got to be a traitor as well. Otherwise, why take the shot?
That's true. So they have to think that through and see if they want to take the risk. It may not even matter if nobody took a shield, but I wonder if Michael took a shield. Would that count?
Would that count?
I don't know. Hopefully not. We'll see. But any other thoughts?
No. I think we did a pretty good recap of those 3 episodes. I can't wait till next week. I'm loving the fact that it's the #1 show on Peacock. So, my tastes are validated. I love Traitors.
Definitely enjoying this season. I'm looking forward to next Thursday. I wish they released more, but it just keeps us wanting more. And what's funny is Wednesday, for some reason, I thought Wednesday was Thursday. So I kept going back. I was like, where are the episodes? I was just like, oh gosh, I have to wait until tomorrow. So yes, but that is all I have.
Okay. Well, good. For everyone else, thank you all so very much for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next